Robin, I just finished an inspection for you on a multi-let in Durban that you're looking at buying. As an experienced property investor, why did you feel it necessary to get me in to do an inspection for you?
So that's right, Marisha. So I'm actually from Cape Town and we're here in Durban. So I've actually flown up last night and I actually flew Marisha down this morning, picked her up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And straight after this, we're going back to the airport and we're going to fly back to our respective houses. And for me, it's just so essential to actually have someone that I trust and someone that I know who's an authority in what they do, is an expert in what they do, so that they can give me the information that I need to make a good decision. We know that property investing is around numbers, so I want to make sure that my numbers, one, are correct, and more importantly, that I can be assured that I know what I'm getting into. I want to know if there's a defect in the roof. I want to know if there's a problem with the boundary wall. I want to know if there's a drainage problem. I want to know if there's a problem with the damp, right? I've asked you, I've got these questions about this multi-let. What should I be planning for and being aware of? As much as you're right, I've got my own multi-lets. I have years of experience. I built my own house. But I would prefer to have someone who is up to date with current legislation, who knows about whether you can have a window on a facing a neighbor or not. So from my side, bringing you back to Durban here, flying you down, is just so important for me, for my portfolio growth, and of course I want that surety to know. And like I said, I will do that wherever I invest in the world, or the country at least.
I'm happy for the world.
Yeah, we'll get to that, right? It is coming here, and we're actually standing in front of the back section of this property, right? And that's what, I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful, but we always know that looking beautiful is not the answer to a good investment. So you were in the roof, you were looking at everything. Those are really important things that I value.
And what was the biggest surprise that I pointed out to you, or the biggest shock, should I say?
So most of the stuff I'd actually all seen and known. I think for me, one of the biggest things was in the place that I hadn't gone into, which was in the roof actually. And to see there that you said to me, Robin, you know, the
slope of the roof was less than 26
that
degrees.
was there, and then of course it didn't have the sheeting, right?
Plastic, yes.
It had disintegrated, and those are things when I said to you, what will I have to do? And you said, well, you're going to have to actually lift the tiles to replace that sheeting. That's a big thing,
That's
right?
a serious.
So
and the asbestos is another big thing.
Yeah, so we do have some asbestos on some of the carports and in some of the sections by the window frames, and Marisha was telling me step by step the logistics of having to get that removed. And again, those are things that we need to factor in all of our calculations.
Because the problem with asbestos is that within a year or two, it's going to be law that no asbestos is allowed.
Yeah.
So better you know now, and you can make provision, and rather take it out before you move your tenants in.
Yep. So we're going to probably have a quick bite to eat, and then we're going to be flying back this afternoon.
Thank you, Robin.
Good pleasure.